forever, and he held the key to achieving that goal in his hands right now. After taking a deep breath, he opened the scroll. Moments later, his eyes were gleaming with excitement. The bamboo scroll had 3 pictures, an accompanying text that described how cultivation was divided into 2 stages of qi condensation and foundation establishment. As far as the violet qi cauldron control art, it was divided into 10 levels, each of which corresponded to the 10 levels of qi condensation. By practicing cultivation to a given level, it was possible to exercise control over physical objects. After reaching the 3rd level, you could control half of a small cauldron. At the 6th level, it became half of a large cauldron. At the 9th level, it was a full cauldron. As for the final full circle, you could actually control 2 full cauldrons. Unfortunately, this scroll only described up to the 3rd level of art, with no further information about the subsequent levels. The key to the whole thing was cultivation, using a prescribed set of breathing techniques to develop the violet qi cauldron control art. Baizhashun cleared his mind and began to regulate his breathing. Then he closed his eyes and imitated the posture depicted in the first picture in the bamboo scroll. He was able to hold on for 3 breaths of time before intense pain filled him. Finally, he let out a shout and gave up. From what he could tell, using this breathing technique actually sucked all the air out of him, making it impossible to actually breathe. This is way too hard, he thought. According to the description under the picture, when you practice this kind of cultivation, you should be able to sense a strand of qi flowing through you. Just now, though, the only thing I felt was intense pain. He was starting to get frustrated. However, for the sake of living forever, he gritted his teeth and tried again. He repeated the process over and over again until it was the middle of the night. During that entire time, he never once sensed any sort of qi in his body. He had no way of knowing it, but even someone with exceptional latent talent who tried to cultivate the first level of the violet qi cauldron control art would need at least a month to succeed, unless they had some outside help. Considering that, it was simply impossible that he could have succeeded after only a few hours. The supervisor's department and the ovens had been at odds for years. There was a lot of friction between the two, but usually things were kept under control. The worst that ever happened were minor injuries. The battle over the trial by fire